Welcome to Love Them Knives channel. What do we got today? We got Kizer. I've been waiting for this one, right? The Momo. That's what she says on the box right here. How about Vladimir? He's the designer. I'm not going to even attack the last name. It's aluminum body, 154 cm blade. It's in the Vanguard series, and it's a 4.2 inch long blade. When I saw that, when this first came out, and then it sold out pretty quick, right? And I guess this is the second go round when I got my hands on it. But this is an interesting knife, and you know what? It is. This would be a great camp cook knife, and or just even around the kitchen, or you're grilling some steaks and you want a knife to eat a steak with, or maybe even carve a small roast or something. This would be it, or slice up carrots, potatoes, things like that. Man, this would be really good for that. 154 cm, lots of chromium in it. It should be non-corrosive. And this has got contact patch all day long because it's not a flipper, right? So, and it is a liner lock, but it's a front flipper. I mean, I meant to say it's not a top flipper. So it doesn't have the flipper tab hanging down here. You know what I mean? Doing this kind of thing. But no, I mean, yeah, it's a front flipper all day long, isn't it? The unicorn horn, as Big Red EDC was calling it. And you know what? I mean, he was saying, oh, I'm not big on front flippers. I get it. I don't chase front flippers either. But boy, when it's open, it looks good, doesn't it? That looks good. So it's really hard to get past how nice that design flows. It really flows nicely. It really does. I like it. And there's the Momo with, I guess, the design. Oh, Vladimir, yeah. His logo type thing. Whew, nice. Really clean lines, aluminum, pocket clip. Looks like it's probably titanium. Back spacer might be as well. I don't know. Of course, aluminum, it's not magnetic either, right? Ooh, baby. Oh, well, we got liners in here. Okay, never mind. No point in trying that, right? But we're going to take it apart. We're going to took it apart, and then we're going to know more. And let me grab this little dog because we can figure some other things out. Let's confirm our overall. But I think it was like 9 3/8 overall length. There you go. 4.2, 4 point, somewhere in there. Overall 9 3/8. Yeah. 9 3/8 at almost 24 centimeters. That's a good size knife, isn't it? That's what, 105 millimeter blade length at absolute minimum. Okay, down here it's more like 110, 112. And it looks like your cutting length is 105, 106 millimeters. I mean, jeez. Okay. Wow. And, oh, well, while we're admiring it, okay. Come on, baby. There you go. Yeah, this would get the deal done, right? This would get the deal done. Yeah, I like it. Just as long as it doesn't cut me. And I don't know, I've been kind of weary or leery of this blade. I guess maybe I need to just kind of figure out my angles with this. And then I know how droppy I can get, how far back from this I can get and have it not cut me. So, okay, but I wouldn't be too cavalier with it. There it goes, right there. Centered. You can finger flick it too, and that's one thing. And I was saying when I was talking to the guys, it's like I wouldn't have minded if they would have kind of somehow maybe not done that top swedge, but left it and then done a fuller across here on both sides, so it made it even easier to finger flick it, but you can finger flick it pretty easily regardless. And you know what? It's got a fairly light detent. It's not a real heavy detent, but that's good because she's a front flipper, and you don't want a heavy detent on a front flipper knife. At least I don't. And this is a big dog to have as a front flipper because you got to kind of crawl up, this handle to get to this, right? I mean, if it's like 8 inches long instead of 9.9 and 3/8, I mean, it's easier to get your whole hand on this and then flip it. But now you got to kind of reposition yourself to get to the top here. Okay. So I think they get to their limits, and I think we've hit our limit. You don't want a much longer knife than this and still have it as a front flipper. I don't think so. But it's quick over the detent ball, and then she drops really nicely. But I don't have paperwork or anything, but I looked it up, I think, the other day, and it was around $100, which is kind of really getting up there for a Vanguard level knife, right? But it's a lot of knife. It's a lot of damn knife. It really is. So, I mean, this, and is it that heavy? Which is another thing to think about, right? And then we'll see about how thick that is. But we will disassemble it. Okay, 5.3. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, what else we got? Come on, let's go to units. Okay, 150 grams. Not bad. Not bad for as big as the damn thing is. And let's think about what we got here. 13 millimeters at 0.51. So it's there. It's not fat. It's not ultra thin, but it's a little fatter than like a paramilitary 2 or something like that. But it's in pretty acceptable range, by the way. And let's get this out and let's figure out what we got here. 0.11, so basically 3, okay, 2.8 millimeter. Okay, there it is. And it's centered. No blade play or lock rock, and it's up at 30%. It's kind of interesting they didn't do any little jimping along here or anything. There's not a whole lot of height differential there, is there? Okay. So this will be interesting in disassembling because it looks like we got, let me grab this. Looks like we got 8s on the body, but they're positioned in such a way that I'm thinking there are screws underneath here. Okay. Yeah, and then how does this bolster play into this, etc. So this will be interesting in that regard. The ergos are great, and there's plenty of room on this knife, and you can move up on this like that too, or whatever you're gonna do, right? I mean, that tip is rather fragile looking. Okay, so this is probably not one to use as a pry bar. Okay, just saying. But definitely you could use it to, just get in and slice a little piece of tape there, or pick a label real easy right there. Or, jam that potato, flip it out onto the table, whatever, because that'll get her done right there. That's pretty cool. And kind of how this grind comes out, kind of makes it look thinner in here, which it is, and then wider, and then out, and then down to that tip. Woo! This, it's more for looks than for function, that's for sure. And this, it wouldn't have been bad to put a little jimping on here, but okay. I could have skipped the whole front flipper thing and maybe had a fuller and that. I'm okay the fact that it's not a top flipper though, Maybe there's probably some guys going, I could have stood to have ambidextrous thumb studs and no front flipper. But, you get down here in this area on the back, and you got plenty of leverage to be able to kick that blade out. Okay, like that. Whoop, whoop. Come on. There you go. Yeah, just like that. No problem. So, yeah, I've been waiting to get this in hand. I think this is way ass cool. Absolutely. It's $100? Is that crazy money? Nah, I don't think so. Not for this. This is good. This is good. I think of the Kizer Vanguard series, this might be one of the better ones they've done in a long time, to tell you the truth. I love it. Let's take it apart, right? Grab my rubber mat. And we going from the back side. So where'd I just throw that damn number 10? Here it is. And I don't think I'm going to need number 6 unless we got some internal body screws. And we might. And, okay. You didn't want to come off, did you? But you are going to come off, aren't you? Somebody ladled some thread locker on this dog, didn't they? Yeah, yeah, they got some in there, although it captured pivot, so thank God nothing moved on the other side. That would have been bad medicine right there. Okay, let's take that off. Let's see if this is the same length as that other one. Yeah, it is. There's the same, those body screws there. Ooh, how are we going to do this, Kimosabi? Ooh, okay, just like that. Ouch. We just dumped. Okay, now we know how the bolster hooks up. Yes, we do, right there. Okay, hook and ladder right there. Okay, we all good. Now, what do we got? We got a couple of screws on the inside, but do we have internal screws? Oh, yeah, baby. We got one. We got one and done. Yeah, we do. Okay, I kind of figured something because we had to do something across here and it wasn't showing a screw there. So I figured, and I'm wondering, is that going to be an 8? And yeah, they stayed with it. That is interesting. Okay, we'll put you over on the side and see how that all rocks and rolls. And you know what? Let's pull this off, and then I'm going to get my magnet, start testing some shit. Well, this is steel. What a surprise. What a surprise. Anything here? Well, the hardware here. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing, honey. And what's this? Nothing here. So they were saying aluminum, so okay. But you think this is aluminum? I'm thinking this is titanium here. I just never see aluminum milled clips, do you? So I'm thinking that that's probably tie. Let me try this. Let me see what we got here. Okay, just regular old. I was thinking we might see some big old multi-row ceramic bearings or something. This would be the one to do it on, wouldn't it? But no. But you know what? It's definitely drop shutty. So regardless of that, here, let me get this in front of the camera so you can kind of see. So that's what they are. Pretty standard looking stuff. Okay. But, and here we are, and is this, oh, yeah, it'll come out. Okay. So what do we got? Okay, we got captured pivot. So there's that. Okay. Nothing critical there. And then there's your blade stop that, ooh, it's there. So I ain't going to mess with it. And, okay, there's your liner, and it's skeletonized, and obviously this is your, and obviously this is also not magnetic, but if I could get it off here, I'd test it. And it's not going to come easily, is it? Let me see. Okay, here it is. Nah, that's not magnetic either. But it's not G10. So it is something. It's either aluminum or titanium, and I don't know which. So here's your presentation side and all your parts. And that, my friends, is your disassembly. All right, back with a Momo. Woo. Whew. That's a knife. That is definitely a knife. Aluminum. It's cool. Nice setup. I like it. I like so much about it. Absolutely. I'll give you the link below. I know I got discount code LTK 10% off on White Mountain Knives, but I'll give you the link also to Kizer as well, and check them out. They have the Kizer Club, and they've got, I mean, is it the Friday Club? Kizer Friday Club, whatever. And then they do some individual stuff, so check the Kizer site out. And then they also have some discounts and stuff here and there as things happen. So check it out. Yes, we are Love Them Knives. You guys, stay sharp.